Yeah.
Yeah, don't count on it being easy.
Or here's a crazy thought for you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, you got 2 FBI agents.
Yeah.
You could just make a call and be like, hey, we need information on Dr. Jonathan Meyer, who's the state psychologist for Arizona.
Yeah, we could. It's probably easier than finding him in the phone box. But yeah.
But yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, so I wanna go talk to the I'll go talk to the
Inmates.
To the inmates.
All right, for reasons that are completely understandable, I'm sure all of the inmates involved in the incident who are still alive are in solitary confinement. They're not to have visitors.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that solves that.
Yeah, well, I will make a call to the state of Arizona.
You get information on that. I guess I can go help. Maybe try to flash the badge and get into the solitary confinement.
Oh yeah, true.
I mean, you can try, but I'm going to tell you as GM that it's just not going to happen. I mean, solitary confinement is solitary confinement.
Yeah. That's a dead end then.
All right, so let's see if we can talk to the psychiatrist.
I go to I mean, I was wondering, do we even have cell phones, or do we just use payphones?
You can just use a payphone.
Yeah. I mean, I go to like nearest payphone, which is somewhere, I guess, and I call up to the I check in the phone book for like like the state agency that is covering all the psychologists and other branches. So
it'd probably be like the Arizona Department of Health, maybe.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, I call them and ask to speak with Jonathan Meyer, the state psychologist.
All right. Turns out he's got an office right there in Nogales, so you could just you got the address.
Yeah,
from them.
Yeah, so does anyone want to go with me, or?
Yeah, I'll go with you if we're not if we're not getting any information from any inmates. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. But then, does you want to follow it as well, Owen, or?
All right, we'll just walk on over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you go over there, and the building is open. You go, you knock on Jonathan Meyer's office door, and he opens the door. He's like, "I'm sorry, I'm not seeing anybody today. I'm not seeing any clients today."
I'm from the FBI, Special Agent Arch Doyen. We would like to speak to you about one of your clients.
Like, well, you understand there's patient confidentiality. I can't breach that. But
you can if the client is dead.
He's like, you're here about Salazar, aren't you?
Yeah, that's correct.
Well, come on in.
Yeah. So I introduce it's Special Agent Walsh and Nick Delane.
And Felix is like, and I'm
Dr. Felix.
And what have you guys done with Sarah right now? Where is she?
Yeah, I think we probably left her with Yuri. Unless we just let her go to do other stuff.
Well, she had to drive Mick back down.
Yeah.
Unless he took the truck.
No.
Yeah,
I had her drive me back, and.
Yeah, then we probably just left her in Nogales, I think.
Yeah, it's we'll catch you later, Sarah.
Yeah.
Keep in touch. You know where we are.
No, so we have a few questions of if he made a statement to you about the thing he was accused of doing.
Well, when I spoke to Mr. Salazar, he was in a state of significant mental distress.
You would say like shock or
yeah, shock would be an apt description, but it was more than that. It was almost like I don't know. It's hard to describe his.
You haven't seen anything similar before?
I have typically in survivors of what's the word I'm looking for here?
Massacres.
Survivors of natural disasters, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Combat veterans.
So yeah, he didn't say much, or yeah.
Well, he did. He spoke, but a lot of what he said just didn't make much sense.
In what way?
Well, he freely admitted to killing at least one person.
Okay.
He said that an individual by the name of Danny Martinez came to his house bleeding about 7:30 7:30 in the evening, right around just maybe a little after sunset, and that Mr. Martinez died on Mr. Salazar's couch. And just for reference, well, I can't find him now. Shit.
Was there a body in Salazar's shack? I don't recall. I thought there was.
There was a body there, yes. I see on the map.
There was a body there, yes.
Yeah.
That one might be tricky to track down, but he might be our first victim.
But Mr. Salazar said that Mr. Martinez died on his couch, and then moments later attacked him, and that he hit Mr. Martinez with the pickaxe in self-defense.
Well, obviously, Mr. Salazar was mistaken, and this Danny Martinez just passed out and woke up in a daze and attacked him.
Maybe.
People don't come back from the dead.
Probably not.
Well, of course not.
Yeah. No, it's very possible that Martinez woke up in a state of shock because of his injuries, and yeah, probably.
That's the sort of thing that Mr. Salazar was rambling about, just incoherent things that made no sense. I asked him why because he said that Mr. Martinez had been his friend, and I asked him why, if Mr. Martinez was his friend, did he run away from the crime scene? And the only thing he would say is that he had to get help.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make any sense considering the scope of the crimes that were committed after that.
No. But he didn't mention in any way how he used. Where was he between the time of the did he tell any of his time before he was brought in and after the killings?
I have no idea, but
Okay.
given the physical condition, some dehydration, I would guess he was traveling through the desert between
Yeah.
Sangre del Cristo and Nogales.
Okay. Yeah, he didn't mention anything else out of the ordinary. Did he mention anything about taking pictures?
No, he didn't say anything about pictures, but he said that everywhere he went, that people were hurting each other,
Let's see.
which again didn't make a lot of sense.
Can we do like a sidebar kind of away from the doctor? Just
I mean, you'd have to step outside of his office, but yeah, you could.
I mean, I don't really want to say too much about the investigation in front of him.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's all right. So no, I feel comfortable saying it's from. That kind of does play into our theory about the possibility of a chemical agent, though.
Yeah. Something that makes people violent in a way they haven't before.
There are all those.
And also we
experiments.
Yeah, we did find the receiver of but we haven't found like the person who sends them out.
Better see what those water samples say.
You know. No, but do we want to ask him something more?
I don't think I have anything to.
No.
Yeah.
Would it be possible to get a copy of? Did you record your conversation with Mr. Salazar?
Unfortunately, no, I did not.
All right. Is there any sort of like official transcript, like some notes we can possibly get a copy of?
I did take some notes. He's been like referring to his notes, telling you what Salazar said.
Right.
You can have my receptionist make copies.
Yeah, okay. That would be great. But we don't have any further questions for now. But thank you for your help.
There's nothing else he might have said that might have even been weirder than the stuff he said already. Like anything that you think was like so off base, you might not have mentioned it because it's like absolutely nuts.
The only thing that struck me as odd was, well, aside from his general demeanor and the nature of his answers to some of my questions. I almost completely lost him several times during the interview, and eventually, of course, I did. But he seemed to be regressing into a almost childlike state. He was singing some sort of song in Spanish. I didn't understand any of the words, but based on the cadence, I'd say it was probably some sort of a lullaby.
It's always creepy lullabies, right?
All right.
Or maybe it was more like a Swedish Rhapsody.
That's what I'm afraid of.
So, that was actually almost informative.
Yeah.
That was highly informative.
The fact that he said everyone was attacking each other.
And that someone came back from dead.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. That points to a possible chemical weapon. Maybe the box is a catalyst that activates it.
Yeah, no, it's a high probability that someone like an outside force caused this.
But they didn't directly commit it.
No, but they probably planned it and they made it happen.
So that means it might not have been. Definitely, you've given up on cartels, werewolves. This seems bigger than.
Yeah.
We have to test those. We have to test those water samples. See if there's anything in there. Doctor, back to the safe house.
Yeah, let's test those water samples.
Yeah.
See what Yuri found out from the box.
If you found out anything.
Yeah.
Yuri's a fucking genius.
Invented Blu-ray.
All right, so you go back to the safe house. The drive is pretty uneventful. You were not being followed by a Chevy Citation.
That's good.
Now that's even suspicious that she's not following us.
So you get back, and Yuri is watching TV again. The transmitter thing is in pieces, kind of strewn across the workbench there. And you come in, Yuri's like, "Hello. Did you know there's Die Hard 2?"
Yeah.
Yeah. And it came a few years ago.
Die Hard on a plane. Yep.
This movie, it is better than the first.
You
I have
think?
watched it. What have you found?
Something was making all those people in that town kill each other. Possibly bringing them back from the dead to do it. What have you found?
Transmitter does nothing. I take it apart. I put it together. I turn it on. Nothing.
Did you try to put it on before you took it apart?
No, I take it apart to find out how it works. It receives signal. It amplifies signal. It sends out signal again.
A relay.
Yes, I could not think of English word.
Great. So there's nothing that it could do. It's just there. Any markings on it? Or is it?
No, I could find no markings, no manufacturing stamp.
Frequencies?
Seems to be made by seems to be made custom. Frequency it broadcast on is not detectable, but to human.
So it broadcasts nothing.
Maybe it broadcasts something, just not to human.
To what? Gorillas?
Possibly a werewolf. I do not know.
Right? I give Yuri a high five. Werewolves are creeping back up to 10%. Alien werewolves. Alien nano werewolves from another dimension. From space.
He says, soon I put it back together. I want to keep my workspace neat.
Sure.
Yeah.
Alright, how about the water samples?
It's going to take a while for Felix to
Yeah.
really do anything with them.
So, I guess we'll just kind of think. So we know a few things. What happened there was incredibly violent.
Mm-hmm.
The pictures are distorted by radiation, apparently. And the things
Possibly. It kind of reminded you of those pictures. It could also be from just someone taking the pictures who was, running really fast.
Yeah.
These pictures are distorted, but the things in them don't look entirely natural. Our only witness is dead. Describe everyone attacking each other, which rules out, possibly, external influences directly committing it, but it supports our theory of a chemical agent in the water supply.
Yep, it definitely supports your theory.
The reasonable theory.
Hmm.
You're hedging your bets on anything from werewolves to trans-dimensional swarm people.
Mm-hmm.
Could it be the Russian? Couldn't be the Russians.
No, it's the Yuri, the Russians.
No. Russians are good people.
Yeah,
Would
no,
not
the
do
Russians
this.
are good people. Yeah, no.
The Russians want to kill entire town. We starve them. Give them no potato.
Should we not talk about the Irish? Or the English, I should say.
Give them no cabbage. Give them no beet.
No borscht.
That's just what we know so far. Ever need we find dead or...
Yeah, we have to assume that I think there's like no one else, no one other that has survived it, unless someone shows up. That is because we still have the issue with the maybe the missing camera.
True.
And we have an unfollowed lead with this La Raza. Maybe if you FBI guys can find out, like, get some more information on that. I'm sure they probably have some sort of file or something, right?
We could.
I didn't. See
we don't. No, we don't know about La Raza.
Oh, all right. I tell them about the paper and what Sarah told me about how they're like basically Hispanic skinheads. Involved in, like, not all of them necessarily, but they're all they're involved in drugs.
We could call the field office and ask.
I don't know. This just that maybe would have been a good bet early on in this case, but it just seems a little more. I don't know.
Well, I mean, if this has happened somewhere else. Like possibly, like, on the other side of the border, there may be some information. I don't know if the FBI would have any information on that. This could be a test. This could be a test case here.
It could be.
This could be the first time, or it may have been happening like other places, and it's just not widely reported because, it's crazy. It's obvious that. I mean, here already it's being covered up. It's like, La Raza is being blamed for it. I mean, sure, they could be involved. It doesn't sound likely. But until we know more about them, I don't want to write them off.
Let's see what the water tests come back with before we...
All right, so about this time, Felix, he's checking out one of the water samples under a microscope, and he's like, "Hey, guys, there's something here."
Chemical agent?
Well, I tested for chemicals. I mean, there's nothing outside what you would expect to find in a municipal water supply, but there's something here.
Like something alive?
I'm not really sure if it's alive.
No, is it some kind of bacteria, or what is it?
I don't really know. I've never seen anything like this.
Is it nanobots?
No. Definitely not nanobots.
Tell us something we don't know.
So
I don't know.
If I take a look, will I be able to see anything? I try to take a look. I like squint my eye against the thing.
All right, hang on 1 second.
Great. If the toxicologist can identify it, there goes chemical agents out the window.
Known chemical agents. Earthly chemical agents.
Unless just like...
All right, so I put a picture in Discord.
Okay.
He's like, Granted, there are, something like 1 million different species of bacteria and whatnot, but this is not something I recognize.
Is that a nanobot below, like on that little nanobot there? Is that a nanobot?
Oh yeah, that totally is.
Yeah, that little thing down below
No,
the other
it's
one. Yeah.
really not.
I know.
I could send it into the FBI labs, but who knows how long it would take to get back.
I'm not sure we want to do that just yet.
Yeah.
Anyways. We should you should definitely let me run some more tests.
Yeah, of course. Do you think it's something that's could be spreadable? Like you could try to.
Oh god damn
it! How do you mean? Like, is it communicable?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think it's a virus or anything. And if it is, it seems to be be one of the biggest viruses I've ever seen.
Has anyone been drinking any water?
What?
Well,
is there a we got a sink here, right? There's like a little kitchenette. You said there's probably a sink.
Yes, there is.
Let's get a water sample here. Can you make, before we start drinking a whole lot of water and before Yuri starts trying to eat us? Can you tell me if that's in the local water here?
All right, Felix starts looking at a sample under the microscope, and he says, I mean, it's hard to say that it's definitely not, but I don't see anything unusual in this.
All right, nobody drink the water.
But that's a start, right? That means it could be a biological weapon.
It could be.
Which, I mean, I don't want to jump to conclusions, but I don't see a bunch of cartels making up a biological weapon to...
No, but they could have purchased one. I mean, I don't think that's the case, but I'm saying, I mean, they could have purchased something, or somebody could be using them to spread it to further their own ends. I mean, I definitely don't think they probably didn't develop it, and it's probably not their master plan of taking over the world in the name of whatever it is they stand for. But I mean, they could be being used to disperse it.
Possibly.
Here's part of my issue here now. I feel like this is definitely involved somehow.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's in the water.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there it is. It's in the water. And I feel like we're being really secretive, which is something we definitely need to be. But
yeah.
Are there any other small little towns nearby? Like, I mean, I know you got the big ones.
Yeah, we have Kino Springs that me and Owen was in a few days, like the other night. It was quite small.
Yeah, but it's significantly bigger than SDC
yeah.
also. Kino Springs is maybe like 4,000 people.
Oh, yeah.
And SDC was, about 120 or so.
I mean, I'm all down with the secrecy because like weird shit and like that's what we do here. But at the same time, if like this stuff starts spreading from town to town and other people start getting hurt, I mean, I'm gonna feel I'm having enough guilt issues today as it is. I mean, feel better than I have in days, but I've got some guilt issues going on.
Yeah.
And I really don't want to add to that burden. How far away is that that other town of about 4,000?
I mean, it's like maybe a mile or two across the desert. These other guys, what's it? Archie and Owen hiked it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yuri. So, is there anything you can do that would potentially like block the signal being broadcast? Like, could we use this thing to kind of counter like another signal if that were to come up?
It is possible.
If you could get on that, I would love you forever, and I'll get you Bruce Willis's wife beater.
I have closet full at home.
No, but I mean, I'll get you one from Bruce Willis. It'll smell like a sweat and everything.
Right next to tracksuits.
No, but yeah, obviously, the signal must be controlling the bacterias, whatever it is. Because I think on their own they're probably harmless, but with the signal there is a possibility they can, like nanobots, be controlled by an outer force.
I wanna get water samples from the other town, and I want to check the top of like water towers and things like that for for things.
Yeah.
Is Sarah like hanging out like outside, like keeping an eye on us on the warehouse?
I don't know. Is she?
No, you guys said you ditched her in Nogales.
Yeah, but I mean, she could have followed us.
Right. Yeah, I mean, she may have followed us back.
No, not as far as you know.
Oh,
Did you guys got her phone number last night?
We did get some contact information, I think.
Yeah, we probably got her phone number as well.
Now wait, why does she need to be involved? This seems like
I would like her to quickly and quietly and safely go to someplace outside of SDC and keep an eye from a distance on that water tower and take photographs. If anybody have like once the scene has been cleared up of like all sorts of law enforcement, I really want to know. I'd like her to take pictures from a distance, a very safe distance. Can we get her a telescopic lens? Do we have a telescopic lens for the Polaroid? No, right? If she could take photos,
no, but she's got her own telescopic lens.
Okay, see if anybody shows up to the top of that water tower to look for their thing.
Yeah.
So if we can call her.
Then, yeah, that sounds good. I mean, unless someone else here wants to sit there for a few hours, I don't.
Now wait, we basically found good evidence that points to a biologic agent being responsible for this. This is something we go to the CDC with.
Yeah. That's why I have Felix.
Yeah, no, Felix. Yeah, that's. But I mean, if while we're busy, like faxing information and pictures of like blue things to the CDC, and it wouldn't even be blue. We don't have color faxing, and But I mean, if someone shows up to like try to find their device.
Yeah, basically it would be too late for anyone to do anything if it hits directly.
But I definitely want to make sure that other town is safe, and I want to see if there's another device in that other town on their water tower.
Yeah, is there like like we have to see if it's only the water tower in the CDC or SDC, and but like where are they taking the water from? Because if there's like a larger, like a source of water that like all the communities around are taking the water from, then that could be it.
All right, so you want to call Sarah and have her stake out the water tower at SDC, right?
Yeah, I mean, I hate to do it, and I have a feeling that I'm getting Sarah killed, but like out of character, I have a feeling that I'm getting Sarah killed.
Oh, come on, I wouldn't do that.
But I mean, definitely, I would like her to, from a distance, just kind of keep an eye on things. I mean,
yeah.
Okay, who's gonna make that call?
I'll call her.
Yeah.
All right, you call.
Yeah.
And she answers. And then you just breathe down the phone, or what?
No, I basically I lay that out for her. I'm like, hey, so you still interested in doing some stuff with us there, Sarah?
She's like, yeah, but you kind of ditched me, and that was kind of a dick move.
I can't bring you everywhere I go. You're 16 years old. I mean, they're not going to let us in everywhere.
Right. So you just want me to take pictures if anybody starts poking around the water tower, right?
Yeah, the thing we got off the top of the water tower, I'm thinking someone might be coming back to look for it, and we want to make sure that, other locations are safe from whatever it is we're finding here.
Okay, how long do I need to wait there? I mean, like, if I go and nobody shows up for, like an hour, then what?
I don't know. How long should she wait, guys? How long do you think she should wait? I gave you $20 for gas. That should fill up your tank and buy you like a box of donuts and more coffee and stuff. If you could hang out there overnight. If anyone approaches you, how good's that car? You drive it pretty fast. I mean, you don't have any major issues with it, do you?
It starts most of the time.
Why don't you swing by the warehouse? We're going to lend you a pickup truck.
She's like, okay. I'll be there in like an hour and a half.
Yuri, Yuri will give you the keys.
She's like, is he the weird Russian guy? Because he kind of gave me the creeps.
Same.
Yeah, he's the weird Russian guy. Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Because they're probably still carting out bodies, and they'll probably be doing that for a little while yet, right? Carting out bodies and...
Yeah, you figure it'll take them most of the day.
Okay.
Yeah, so maybe if she goes to like in the evening when they would probably assume they're done.
And we only have do we have any walkie-talkies? Like any is there a CB in the truck? Do we have little handhelds?
Yeah, do we have one? I mean, there probably is some in the safe house, right?
Yeah, there's some two-way radios there, and actually the truck does have a CB radio in it.
Okay. All right, so tell her to stick to some weird channel that doesn't get a lot of we'll pick a channel that doesn't get a lot of activity. Channel 2, I don't know.
All right.
Yeah.
And I'll tell her, stay on channel 2, if you need to talk to us, just key the mic twice, and we'll call you. We'll do the same if we want to talk to you.
She's like, man, this is all Cloak and Dagger shit now, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Cool, I love that movie.
Right? Dabney Coleman was awesome.
I assume I don't have to explicitly voice my complete displeasure with this.
Oh, no, you don't have to. I mean, you can. I kind of expect you to, but...
I'm surprised by that, because you've been totally okay with everything that's happened to this point.
Yeah, exactly. I just disapproving glares. I really don't like this, but I figure I can't stop him.
I don't like it either. But...
Well, you could have fooled me.
I mean, if you guys want to go check out the... I mean, if you guys want to split the party again... I mean, because, out of character, I'm just trying to keep us from splitting the party too often. But, I mean, if you guys are cool with that, I can have you guys go check out the other place, and I could go with Sarah to, keep an eye on things and also shoot anything that tries to come at her. I mean, I'm absolutely cool with that. Like I said, out of character, I was just trying to keep from splitting the party up.
Yeah, I mean,
but it might be good to have a party member on site.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but do you really think that shooting is going to be effective because you don't have any silver bullets?
Oh no, I don't believe that. Silver bullets, my ass. If you needed silver bullets, the world would have been overrun with werewolves decades ago, centuries ago.
Hey, actually, you know what? I'm going to retcon something real quick.
Sure.
Okay.
that picture of what Felix saw under the microscope was totally wrong.
Okay. Nanobots.
And I am posting the new one because it's more sinister looking.
Ooh, yeah, that is more sinister looking. Oh yeah. Actually, now I'm scared. Before I was like, that's weird, but that's sinister. That's alien looking.
Yeah.
That's alien looking.
I feel like we should contact the CDC and get some.
And they do what? They take the investigation from us, and then it will be all over the news. Like alien bacteria have killed the whole town. We cause mass hysteria.
We're talking about the public health. We can't just. I still don't know what's going on with this organization.
No.
So, anyways, it's up to you. If you want to split the party, I am totally okay with that.
Yeah. So, all right, I'll go with. I'm gonna pick her up.
Yeah.
Or have her meet me somewhere, and we're gonna go in the pickup truck.
Yep.
All right, sounds good. And what are Owen and?
Yeah, we drive to Kino Springs and find their local water tower.
All right, yeah, you find the water tower pretty easily.
And this time we'll bring a wrench.
You find the water tower pretty easily because it's the tallest thing in town by a long stretch.
Yeah.
Will you climb up to the top?
Yeah, I do that.
All right, you climb up there and you get up to the top and you're expecting to see another box, but there is nothing. Everything looks just fine.
Yeah. Can I open it up and get a water sample?
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah. Yes, I get a water sample.
Nothing up there?
Nope, there is nothing. At least no box. I'm not sure. Yeah, we have to test the water though, but other than that,
I'd say that's a good thing.
Yeah, I would say so as well. That means that they either have they have targets only that, or maybe they only have one box, which means they might be coming back for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, also I would like to find out where they are all getting their water from. Is it or all of them get it from the same spring or?
No. Actually, SDC, their water supply, it's kind of cut off from everything else. They draw their water from the little reservoir lake right outside of town.
Okay.
Or not really right outside of town, but it was on the map. I can show you again.
Yeah.
Maybe the lake is the source and the.
Oh yeah, I see it up there. Yeah, and I guess it takes from the river. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it could be that the lake could be the source. Because we didn't take any.
I think we should talk to the sheriff about this. As much as I don't like him, I don't think.
But what's he gonna say? He already has a suspect. And if we're gonna tell him that there's a bacteria that people control with electronic devices, he's gonna just think that we're crazy.
Well, we don't know that the device.
No, but
created.
No, we don't. But you know how it will sound.
Yeah, it sound like Mick.
Yeah, exactly. We don't want to sound like Mick.
I feel like I'm in.
The Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uncharted waters over my head.
No, but
Oh, I didn't mean to drop that in important documents. I meant to drop that in the general.
No, it's fine.
These aren't important documents.
Yeah.
I need to do some maintenance on some of this shit, anyways.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I think we drive away from Kino Springs, and we could actually drive by and take water samples from the lake, just a quick while we're driving back. If that's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you can absolutely take a water sample from the lake.
Yeah, we do that, and then we drive up to drive back to the safe house. Take us like an hour or something, I guess.
Yeah, I mean it's going to take you like an hour to get down.
Yeah.
Probably a half an hour or so to screw around with the water tower over in Kino Spring. All told, it probably takes you about a 3-hour thing going on. So, Mr. Mick Delane.
Yeah, I got to pick up Sarah.
Yep, you go pick her up, and you guys park somewhere out in the desert, I guess.
Yeah, like far off enough away that we're not really observable by regular human eyes, like at least not clearly visible by human eyes, but close enough for her to get, I don't need extreme detail on these shots. I want to know if someone's coming to look for the device. And,
right.
Preferably I'd like to be close enough where I could tell if there was someone in a sheriff's uniform or not. Who might just be poking around and seeing if, what were they doing up there? I like to think I covered our tracks slightly well.
Right. I gotcha.
But I also want a fairly clear field of view for anything that might come our way.
Sure, I gotcha. So would she actually suggest, because she's taken a lot of photos and stuff before, is find some scrub to park the truck in,
mm-hmm.
and then get out and hike a few hundred feet so you have a clear view of the water tower and the surrounding area.
Sounds good to me.
But you're still, half a mile or so from the water tower, so if anybody does start coming at you from that direction, you'll have plenty of time to get back to the truck.
Yep. Okay, cool.
So you guys are just kind of hanging out, waiting. Not much is happening.
I brought donuts and chips and coffee and soda.
Right. So maybe, it's starting to get towards sunset. It looks like most of the official activity, the coroners and whatnot, have wrapped up and gone about, left.
Mm-hmm.
And about an hour after that, like I said, maybe, the sun's on the horizon, but it's not nearly dark yet.
Right.
A white van starts driving down the road going into SDC. You guys are, well north of the water tower.
Okay.
So you can kind of keep an eye on that road as well.
Yep.
And she, Sarah's taking pictures of it and just can't really tell, but there's some kind of a logo on that van. Not really sure who it is.
Okay.
Maybe once it stops, I can get a better view of it.
All right, yeah.
But the van drives right to the water tower and stops, and a couple of guys get out. She's snapping pictures, and she's like, "It looks like that van says Hinesman County Water Department." Okay. And those guys are wearing the orange vests. Looks like they're just maintenance workers.
Okay.
And she tells you, one of them's climbing the tower, and they come back down a few minutes later, and then the other one climbs up the tower, and he comes back down. And they both get in the van and sit there for a while. And about 20 minutes after that, a black sedan starts driving down the road too.
Okay.
And the guy in a suit gets out and talks to the maintenance worker guys for a minute, and then they all get back in their respective vehicles and drive back out. Or they're starting to drive back out. You can follow them if you want.
All right, I'm gonna ask her if there's a. I'm like, are there any roads like a little further back that we could kind of sneak up on and just make it look like we're coming out of a road like behind them?
Yeah, we'd have to drive across some pretty rough terrain, but we could maybe do that.
Are you familiar with said rough terrain?
A little.
Okay. All right, then all right, let's do that, and just let me know if there's anything coming up. I'll drive. I was hoping you were going to say, yeah, I do it all the time. When I'm shooting womp rats in my T16.
You take my Chevy Citation off-roading in the desert constantly.
Well, you might have friends. You truck around with. I don't know. Okay, so.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing on the terrain. I mean, you swerve to avoid a couple of big rocks,
okay,
kind of thing. But I mean, it's pretty manageable. And it's the road that connects Keno Spring to the main highway.
Okay, so yeah, so we drive to that road, and then I just want to, pull onto that road. That's where I'll turn on my, my full lights or whatever, and
Right.
Shh, baby, it's okay. And try to get behind them if I can.
Give me a drive and dexterity roll.
Sure. It's okay, baby. You poor doggy.
No, I'm sorry, not like separate, dexterity plus drive. Sorry.
So just like my driving, just add my dexterity score to it?
Yeah, and then a
13.
D10.
Huh? And then a D10. Okay, so... Is that plus 3? No, I didn't get the plus 3 in there. Well, 8.
Yeah, 8. All right, so you get out to the highway. You haven't seen them. I mean, they could have turned either way.
Okay.
North or south. Like, they could be heading down toward Nogales. They could be heading back north toward Tucson.
I'm going to go south. Shh, it's okay.
All right, you turn toward Nogales. And I mean, are you driving like fast, trying to catch up to somebody, or?
Fast-ish. Like, I don't want to drive I'm not doing 100 miles an hour, but yeah, I mean, I'm definitely going above the speed limit within reason. Like, probably what the locals would do if they're in a rush.
All right, fair enough. Eventually, yeah, you get you're coming up on a van.
Okay.
And if as you get closer, the back of it does have the Hindman County Water Department logo on it.
Okay.
And it's kind of big. You can't really see that well, like if there's another vehicle in front of it. But
Sure. As we approach it, I slowed down, just like not just like as if I was just like, there's people in my way.
fair enough.
I mean, I figured I could be anyone going anywhere, so I'm just gonna, I'm not trying to not be seen. I'm just driving to Nogales.
Right. So you follow them all the way to the Hindman County Water Department.
Now, is that can I keep going, past when they turn off?
Yeah, you can absolutely keep going.
Yeah, because I'm not going to pull into the water department.
Okay.
But I am going to take a look. Were they following the black sedan there with the black sedan in front of them?
Give me a perception check. All right, so a black sedan did not turn into the water department.
Okay.
And 3 cars ahead, there is a dark colored sedan. It's starting to get dark though. You can't really tell if it's black or not.
Sure. Okay.
Could be dark gray, could be a dark blue, could be dark green.
All right, I'm gonna keep driving into behind these other cars into
All right, so the dark colored sedan that you think might be the same one.
I'm like, Sarah, is that black? I can't tell.
I don't know. Anyways, it pulls into a hotel, like a motel kind of thing, and pulls into a parking spot.
Okay, is there some place nearby that I could pull over and still get a view of that? That wouldn't be too inconspicuous, like gas station, convenience store, bar.
There's a there's a gas station right across the street.
Okay, I'm gonna pull into the gas station, and I'm gonna start gassing up. I'm gonna tell Sarah to take pictures of people coming out of the car. If she can do it kind of inconspicuously, that would be fantastic. If anyone looks her way, stop and drop the camera.
All right, so you're gassing up the truck, and are you watching as well?
Yes, yeah. Looking nonchalant, but I'm gonna watch as well.
All right, I need one more perception check from you.
Sure.
Great. Yeah, a guy in a dark suit gets out and goes into one of the rooms. It's the kind of shitty place where the where the room doors are also exterior doors.
Okay.
It's not like a nice hotel.
What room? Can I tell?
You can't see the room number from there at all, but it's on the first floor, 2 down from the vending machines.
Okay. Sarah, did you get some good pictures? You got the license plate or some nice pictures?
She's like, "Oh yeah, I got a lot of pictures."
Awesome.
So what is going on?
Once I am done gassing up, I'm going to I want to drive down the road I guess not too much further, but just where I can keep an eye on things, or maybe even just if I can park near the gas station, do that if there's a good place where I won't stand out or have people say, "Hey, what are you doing parked here?" Are we actually in town?
Yeah, this is in a town.
Okay, so we're in town, like not like on the outskirts or anything.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
You're actually pretty close from what you gather. You're pretty close to the Mexico border.
Okay. All right. So after I pull off a little bit in park, still keeping an eye on that, and I just tell Sarah, I'm just like, yeah, just keep an eye on the door, keep taking pictures. I'm gonna key my mic twice for